The Jets and the Steelers, it's the same issues. Defense first. One's got better ownership, but Pittsburgh's got issues too. They just have a better infrastructure and ownership. But both the Jets feel loose and outdated, and so do the Steelers. So I think Aaron's doing as much as a 41-year-old quarterback can with a defensive coach and a team that on 4th and 3 either punts or kicks field goals. They're not a current franchise. So that second half Steeler defense, that's why Pittsburgh lost. I put none of it on Aaron Rodgers.
Shots being fired. Listen up, Mike Tomlin. Your defense is getting shredded to pieces. At least that is what Colin Cowherd is seeing from the Steelers right now. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Colin Cowherd trashing the Steelers for being outdated. Remember, the Steelers are spending more money on defense than any other team in the NFL. However, the Steelers are now on a 2-game losing streak with their defense playing poorly once again. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. Do you believe the Steelers can still win the AFC North Division? I don't. I believe the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to finish with a 9-8 record. If they don't finish the season with a 9-8 record, then they're going to finish with a 10-7 record, just like any other Mike Tomlin-led team. Mike Tomlin always finds a way to win 9 or 10 games with his roster every single year, regardless of who plays quarterback, regardless of who is on offense, regardless of who is on defense, and regardless of who is on his coaching staff. It does not matter with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin always settles for 9 to 10 wins every year. You can always count on Mike Tomlin to win 2 or 3 games the Steelers have no business winning, and you can also count on Mike Tomlin for being able to lose 2 to 3 games that he has no business losing to. And guess what the Pittsburgh Steelers have done this year? Exactly that. The Pittsburgh Steelers found a way to lose to the Bengals on Thursday Night Football, which, by the way, Mike Tomlin-led teams always find a way to lose on Thursday Night Football, particularly when they are on the road against divisional opponents. The fact of the matter is the Pittsburgh Steelers have become routine. They've become clockwork. They've become predictable. And Mike Tomlin is one of the most predictable coaches out there. This man is always talking about coaching not scared, but that's exactly what Mike Tomlin does on a year-to-year basis. What does Mike Tomlin do every time it's a 4th and short? He either kicks the field goal or sends out the punt team. That's not playing a winning brand of football. That's playing not to lose brand of football. The fact of the matter is the Pittsburgh Steelers have turned into an outdated organization. Colin Cowherd is 1,000% right. The Steelers prioritize everything that you should not be prioritizing in 2025. What do the Pittsburgh Steelers prioritize on offense? The run game. What matters less than anything in the NFL today? The run game. However, you have to realize that in 2025, you have to be able to air out the football in order to maximize the potential of said offense. The Pittsburgh Steelers have not done that. As for their defense is getting spent on more than any other organization in the National Football League, yet they are one of the worst units in the NFL. TJ Watt has pulled off a disappearing act. Where has TJ Watt been all season long? We talk about TJ Watt as one of the best defensive players in all of football, but he has been non-existent ever since getting that payday from the Steelers organization. I also want to show you guys this clip of Julian Edelman trashing the Steelers coaching staff for failing to make adjustments. Julian Edelman pointed out that the Steelers still run the same defensive schemes as when he was a player, which, by the way, was back during the 2010s, just to put context into how long Mike Tomlin has been doing things his way. Roll the film.
You knew exactly what they were doing every time, and they still do what they do. They still do the same goddamn shit that when I was playing Tomlin's defense.
Steeler football.
I'm like, what the? We still have linebackers covering the 3 slot?
Yeah.
Every time we play the Steelers, I have at least 9 catches.
Coach,
You would think that they would change it.
All right.
No, but they do what they do.
I agree completely with everything Julian Edelman had to say. When you watch the Steelers on tape, you have to say to yourself, why are they still running the same coverages as if it's 2015? I mean, come on now. We're living in the year of 2025. Change up your defensive schemes a bit. And I understand Mike Tomlin was successful running defensive schemes his way for quite a bit, but let's be completely honest with ourselves. It's 10 years from 2015, which means it's time to update your defensive schemes. NFL offenses are always evolving. So guess what the defense has to do? They have to find a way to evolve all the time. How else do you think Joe Flacco, who should be in retirement, was able to gas up the Steelers up and down the field? It's because he was able to recognize Mike Tomlin's outdated defensive scheme, and he also realized that, hey, Jamar Chase is actually the best wide receiver in football, so let me go ahead and throw it to him. And if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, why did you not even think about double covering or even triple covering Jamar Chase? Why did you just leave Jamar Chase on island with Jalen Ramsey? When that happens, you're going to lose that battle every single time. I don't care if Jalen Ramsey is the best defensive player in the world. If Jalen Ramsey is on Jamar Chase one-on-one, he's going to lose that battle every time. Which, by the way, Jalen Ramsey is definitely not the best defensive player in the world. In fact, Jalen Ramsey is extremely washed up, and he should be sent to a retirement home. Jalen Ramsey should have faked his injury in that Bengals-Steelers game on Thursday Night Football just so he could stop getting embarrassed by Jamar Chase. But the fact of the matter is, Jamar Chase is going to do that to 99.9% of corners in the National Football League. So stop playing man coverage. Go ahead and play more zone coverage. Go ahead and double and triple cover Jamar Chase at all possible costs. If not, go ahead and try to play more zone towards T. Higgins' side. Obviously, the Steelers didn't do either of those things. That's why Jamar Chase and T. Higgins were able to have a field day against the Steelers defense. And guess what? The Packers were able to also have a field day against the Steelers defense. Jordan Love was throwing all over the line. Tucker Kraft had himself a game. He looked like the best tight end in football against that Steelers defense. How the Steelers defense has been performing in recent weeks is unacceptable. The way they're playing on defense, I don't have a lot of inspiration for the Steelers moving forward. Do I think they'll find a way to eke themselves into 9 wins? Possibly, but I don't believe the Steelers are going to do anything more than that. As far as whether or not they're going to win the AFC North division, I don't believe that's going to happen whatsoever. You got the Cincinnati Bengals, who, albeit they have a terrible defense, but they can at least put up points on offense. You got the Baltimore Ravens, who granted are 2-5, but they're going to have Lamar Jackson come back from injury. Their defense is getting healthier. They've played better the last 2 weeks. I expect the Baltimore Ravens to go on a run, and the Cleveland Browns, well, we know the deal with the Cleveland Browns. They suck as a football team, so obviously it's a 3-team race for the AFC North division. I ultimately believe the Baltimore Ravens are going to win the AFC North division with Lamar Jackson coming back from injury. I expect Derrick Henry to finally get going in the run game, and I expect the Ravens defense to step it up like they have been in the last 2 games. They just need to get healthy. If they do, this is going to be game over for the Pittsburgh Steelers, because guess what? The Steelers and Ravens still haven't played each other yet, and there's still 2 divisional games left to go for those 2 teams, because they have to go up head-to-head twice in that same division. So guess what? The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to find a way to win more than 9 or 10 games to win the AFC North division. Do I think they can do it? Nope. So that's why I got the Baltimore Ravens win the division. I got the Baltimore Ravens going on a massive run to end the season, while I have the Pittsburgh Steelers willing their way to mediocrity. So that is why I do not believe the Steelers can still win the AFC North division, as I expect a Mike Tomlin-led NFL team to either finish an NFL season with either 9 or 10 wins again. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinS Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinS and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinS. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.